Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome Master of Ceremonies Jack Renaud to the home plate podium for a tribute to Greg.
Please excuse my shortness of breath, but you will be the beneficiary because I will be short. I would like to quote a few stanzas from A.E. Housman's famous poem, To an Athlete Dying Young. The time you won your town the race, we cheered you through the marketplace. Men and boys stood cheering by, and home we brought you, shoulder high. Today the road, all runners come, shoulder high, we bring you home, and set you at your threshold down, townsman of a stiller town. Smart lads, to slip betimes away from fields where glory does not stay. And early though the laurel grows, it withers quicker than the rose. We are here today to make sure the laurel continues to grow and that the rose does not wither. We will not forget the lanky lefty from Westboro and St. John's of Shrewsbury, the kid with the fluid motion and the leg kick that remind us old-timers like myself of the legendary Warren Spahn. And he copied Spahny in his yearly heroics. How could we forget the great battle he waged with cancer during his 5 years on Huntington Ave? He spent his freshman year going through 2 major operations and 2 sessions of chemotherapy. In his first collegiate season of 1997, he helped send the Huskies into postseason play. Here is the scenario. It is the championship game of the America East Conference versus Vermont, who had already beaten the Huskies 3 times that year. NU led in the 7th, but the Catamounts had loaded the bases with no outs. Coach McPhee signaled for his rookie stop. Greg Montalbano responded by striking out the side, and then 4 of the next 6 to send Northeastern on to the NCAA. That year, he was 4-2 with a .265 ERA and 4 saves. His sophomore season, he was hospitalized twice to have teratomas removed. Still, he went 3-2. His junior year, he was cancer-free and celebrated with an 8-2 year and an ERA of 2.09. Good enough for 3rd best in the NCAA. He was named America East Pitcher of the Year, was voted All-Conference, All-New England, and All-American. That June of 1999, he was drafted 5th by the Red Sox. However, he opted to play out his senior season. Despite a sore shoulder, he finished 4-1, was again All-Conference, and for the 3rd year in a row, All-New England. His career record was 19-7. His 217 strikeouts, a new NU record. His .255 ERA and 19 wins, good enough the third in our record book. Let's not forget his 6 years in professional baseball, or the fact that in 2001, he was named the Red Sox Pitcher of the Year. Navy teammate Kevin Youkilis summed it up best when he said, quote, he wanted to live the dream and make it to the big leagues. His body just didn't allow it. In 2005, we inducted him into the Northeastern University Varsity Club Hall of Fame. Finally, we lost him in late August of 2009, just days before his 32nd birthday. We know his caregivers will never forget him. Parents Andrew and Sharon, sister Kristen. It is now our time to make sure the laurel grows and the rose does not wither. Let me direct your attention to left field, where Greg's teammates will do an unveiling. Greg Montalbano is now officially retired. God bless you, Greg. I will now turn these ceremonies over to Athletic Director Peter Roby and Coach Neil McPhee. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. It's obviously a special day for all of us. We want to welcome back all of our alumni, former baseball players, parents, current players and their families. We want to thank James Madison University for indulging us in this special occasion. Appreciate your patience. Obviously, the lesson for all of us is to never take life for granted and to live it to the fullest every day. And I think that's why Greg Montalbano had the career that he did, made the friends that he did, lived the life that he did, because he never took it for granted, and he tried to get the most out of every day that he could. We've been reminded on many occasions about the need to keep life in perspective, and it hit home again for us not too long ago when one of our own, Jake Negrati, was stricken right here on this field and almost passed. We almost lost him. But I'm thankful to be able to say today that not only is Jake recovering nicely, but he's here with us today. So join me in welcoming Jake. Athletes to Jake Negrati. We're so glad to have him back here with us today. I also just want to say quickly how proud I am of Les Williams for being a leader on this team and for winning the Herb Gary. He's brought pride and a source of real joy to all of us associated with the program. But more importantly, Les has been also designated as the first recipient of the Greg Montalbano Scholarship. And no one could have exemplified the qualities of Greg Montalbano better than Les Williams. Tough, competitive, a leader, student athlete, fun, always with a smile on his face, great teammate, and a great ambassador for Northeastern baseball. So Greg and his family would be proud. I know his family's proud of you, Les, for the way that you represented holding that scholarship. So congratulations to you and your family. I would have been proud to have Greg as a student athlete because of all that he stood for. He was a good solid student who cared about being competitive in the classroom. He was a hell of a competitor, tremendously talented, and he represented the institution in the program in a way that we could all be proud. So on behalf of everybody at Northeastern, our president, our board of trustees, all of us within athletics, I just want to say thank you for being here and helping us honor Greg today. Thank you to his family for allowing us to honor him this way and for being such great partners with us. And we look forward to keeping his legacy alive forever. And we thank you for being here today to help us do that. Let me now introduce his sister, Kristen Montalbano, that would like to speak on behalf of the family. Kristen.
Adjust the microphone now for short people, as my brother would have said. Thank you, Peter. It's great to be here today at Freedman Diamond, surrounded by family and friends, and especially our Northeastern University baseball family. Today's retirement of Greg's Northeastern baseball jersey marks the 30th event honoring my brother since his passing exactly 21 months ago today. How fitting that the 30th event be for number 30 at his collegiate baseball home field. As those of you who played alongside Greg know, my brother left an incredible legacy. In his short years, Greg pitched a perfect game of life, leaving an indelible mark on everything he touched, from baseball to engineering to his love of the outdoors, and especially when speaking on behalf of other cancer patients and survivors. Mom, Dad, Dana, and I are grateful to Athletic Director Peter Roby, Assistant Athletic Director Jack Reynolds, Head Coach Neil McPhee, and the entire Northeastern University baseball team, staff, and alumni, as well as Northeastern University Athletics, for remembering Greg and allowing us to be part of this wonderful tribute. Thank you.
Greg's cousin and partner in crime, Patrick, is here with us today. Many of the exploits that Greg had and some of the infamous moments probably were shared with Patrick. I'd like to ask Coach McPhee to join me at the podium as we make a special unveiling presentation to the Montalbano family.
Actual jersey that he wore during his career at Northeastern, and as his head coach, my heart was touched so much so in our memories forever and ever, of course. So thank you all for attending. Thanks to his teammates for unveiling his jersey on the left field wall in front of the bullpens where he warmed up. Thank you very much, and now it's time to play ball.
I guess he gave pros fans.
Don't get distracted, guys.
Yeah. Good for her. I come right up there.